Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Anisa Fachrani Djohar. I am from Logistic Engineering Oil and Gas Academy. Today, I would like to talk to you about custody transfer main tool with BBM truck. The objective of my presentation today are provide knowledge about what is custody transfer and what tools are used for custody transfer using fuel truck. There are three main points that I would like to discuss. First, what is custody transfer? Second, matters related to custody transfer. And third, tools that used to custody transfer with fuel truck. Well, let's start with the first point. What is custody transfer? Custody transfer in the oil and gas industry is a transaction related to the transportation of physical substances from one company to another. In another sense, it can also be called buying and selling. This includes the transfer of crude oil or oil resulting from fractionation transfer via fuel trucks, tanks and tankers and ships, and other transactions. Let's move on to the second point, that is about matters related to custody transfer, include first, industry standard, second, national metrology standard, third, government regulation and taxation, and fourth, contract agreement between parties conducting custody transfer. Okay, the third point is about tools that used to custody transfer with fuel truck. There are foot valve, vapor return pipe, PV valve, baffle plates, and external gear pump. Now, I will show you the picture and description about tools that used to custody transfer with fuel truck. Let me show you the first picture of foot valve. In the section pipe of a water pump machine, the valve to send serves as a barrier to the flow of water that has been in the pipe, so that it doesn't fall back down. Meanwhile, when the pump engine works to suck water, the function and workings of the valve to send will be carried away by the flow, so that it can open and rest on the holder until the engine stops sucking. Then the valve closes again perfectly. The second picture is vapor return pipe. Vapor return pipe is a hose or line used to carry fuel vapors from the fuel pump or liquid vapor separator. The third picture is PV valve. PV valve or breather valve storage tank is a tool or breathing media for storage tank for oil or other fluids, especially those that are volatile. Its function is to adjust the external and internal pressure balance in the tank automatically and is useful in reducing losses due to evaporation. The fourth picture is baffle plate. The function of the baffle is to expand and prolong the contact between the shell and tube side fluids so that the contact heat transfer more effectively. While the fluid from the tube flows through the tube which is installed in parallel back to the fuel tank. The next picture is external gear pump. Similar to the internal gear pump, this external gear pump also uses two gears as its main component. The difference is that the two gears are in parallel position and the drive gear is not inside the driving gear. This type of pump is easier to operate because it almost never catches a cold. Okay, now I will show you additional custody transfer tool with fuel truck. External pump. An external fuel pump is a line-mounted fuel pump located outside the fuel tank. This pump sucks fuel through the centrifugal force generated by the rotation of the rotor in the ferry type motor, then distributes the fuel to the fuel supply line. Okay, that completes my presentation. If you have any question, I'll be happy to answer them. Any question? Thank you.